How frustrated were you back before you figured this all out?
Frustrated.
Before you learned consistency, just give me that emotion, like coming home.
I would come home
like,
in tears a lot of the times. I kept telling them, like, because I don't like failure. I don't believe that I didn't want to have to go back to my father and say, I'm coming back to the furniture business because I can't do anything else. And that was the biggest fear in my head. And then coming home to my wife and kids that I can't provide for.
Like as a man, but I'm not making any money.
And I'm not making any money. It's, in my world, I need to be the breadwinner. I'm originally from Woodland Hills, California. I was in the furniture industry. I was a manufacturer rep for many, many years, and I did that with my father, actually. I was able to make a lot of money very quickly.
Was he a salesman too?
He's a big-time salesman.
So salesman dad, salesman, salesman dad, salesman son. It's genetic.
Yes, genetic. It's in the blood. So I did that for basically almost 20 years.
Wow.
Quite a bit of time.
Did you love it? Like it?
I loved it.
What'd you love about it?
I think because I loved meeting different people. I loved the fact that I did not have to sit in an office. I drove around. I had a huge territory. But the industry took a major turn. It obviously is when we had the economic downfall, the furniture industry got hit pretty hard. I was looking for a change, and I wanted to basically get out of the industry and kind of get away from the shadow of my father and kind of do my own thing. My wife at the time was working for CBS Radio.
Okay.
And the news station KFWB at the time.
Sure.
And she said, there's a job here if you want as a salesperson. So I got hired. It was probably the best job. It made me feel really good because I was actually in an office and in the field doing stuff. What happened basically was the KNX sales team and the KFWB sales team came together. They didn't need all these reps. So first one in, first one out. Now I have nothing to do. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Now at the same time, I was able to, I bought a house in '97 and made a killing up in the real estate business. And then I dumped all that money into a brand new house in Valencia.
Okay.
And lost my shirt.
Oh.
Because this is when everything tanked. So I didn't know what to do. I had a child coming, obviously. And I had this beautiful house, which I couldn't pay for. So it was pretty scary. So ultimately we walked away from the house, and I obviously went through a bankruptcy, and that was a very hard thing for me because I had like perfect credit. I was on top of the world in the furniture business. Now why did I leave? I still have the furniture business to go back to, but I didn't want to do that. So a buddy of mine basically said, you know what, you should try the merchant service business.
And this is what you got into right as we met, right?
Right, exactly.
You were just getting started?
Yes, just getting started. Didn't know anything about it, but again, sales is sales is sales in my head. Got hired in 2011.
Okay.
And I had a rough start, 6 months, but I don't fail. I don't
what,
give up.
What does rough start mean?
Rough stuff means that in
our
world,
we're business owners. Rough is like that.
Basically, I was making no money for 6 months.
And no money, you mean like
bare minimum?
Paychecks were
very small. Okay. Sometimes no paycheck.
Okay. Do you have a lot of experience in personal development?
No, none.
Okay.
In fact, I was very skeptical. I have never picked up a self-help book in my life. I've never done any of that. I just never wanted to do it.
Skeptical or just didn't need it?
I thought I didn't need it, is basically what it is. I was lying to myself, essentially. And very skeptical. I'm very, because it's hard to make money. I was very tight with my money. I didn't want to just give it to someone that I don't know I'm not going to get a return on my investment. How am I going to know who's who? When I left Call to Action, I started applying a couple of those things in my business. And
so during the week of Call to Action?
In fact, the second day.
So you're in Call to Action, I work with you for a couple hours, and then you went to work that day.
So
this is what I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear what happens after I get off the phone with you. Gotta go.
So
bye.
It was the second day that I remember I went out and went to a customer. I changed the way I normally do my routine.
With something that we had touched.
Yeah, which is something you taught me. And I went in I sat in my car for like 5 minutes going, okay, this is how you're going to do it. Kind of scripting in my head, but don't sound like a script. And I just walked in and I stood tall and I said, I know I'm going to close this deal. So I walked in and I closed the deal right then and there. And it was such a huge feeling. I was exhilarated, and it changed everything. And I've never had a self-help, nothing, and I'm going...
You're a believer now, right?
Yeah, I said, oh my God, this is working. So what is he going to tell me now in core strength? oh, I got to do it. I can't wait. Came on stage, and you started jumping in the air and doing all these fun things, and music was playing. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Big takeaway you got from that.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing with core strength was, well, first of all, I met a lot of great people. That was one of the best things. Step outside that box. That was the biggest thing for me, because I was always the safe one, the people pleaser. I never wanted to get out of my box. I was really scared to take that step forward, and that's the biggest thing that I think I walked away with.
So who are you today?
So today, I'm still got a lot of issues I got to take care of, but okay. I think from a business aspect.
So what's going on business-wise?
Yeah, so I left Core Strength. It was in November. I think it was 2013. So I had a huge month. I did an all-star win that month, which is $10,000+ in margin. So that was really cool and making good money. And December I did it again, and 10 months later I had consecutive all-star wins, $12,000+.
And you never did that before?
And I've never done that in my life before. And I was actually one of the #1 reps in the state because of it.
Wow.
And I got an extra 5% commission out of it because
where's my commission on this?
Yeah, I know. So it was huge.
That's exciting.
I attribute a lot of it to stepping out of that box, stepping out of my comfort zone, and that's basically what it is. I never thought I'd be a believer. I never thought I would get on the bandwagon and the whole thing, but you know what? It works, and I just took a couple of little things and changed the way I did it, and you taught me those things, and it's been incredible.
You found a way to create consistency in your life. Is it showing up in your relationship?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I love it, I love it.
Yep.
I bet someone else is very happy about that too, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I love it. Well, appreciate your time.
Thank
Busy
you so
man.
much.
Wish you so much with your new adventures that you're on, and
Absolutely.
continue the growth.